Where's the Yggdrasil? So I don't know where the Yggdrasil is. It's like on my mechs on demand, but so anyone know where the Yggdrasil is? Thought if you walked outside, they would you would be able to see it and then just get out, but. Because it's not the secret dock. This thing here? This thing gives me nothing. Yeah, I don't know where to go now. Did I have to, like, talk to someone inside the house for it to progress, or no? The cave? What cave? Oh, this thing. Ignis Gate Cave. What the? That all wasn't there last time. And I wonder if that's a mine. That's right from the last battle. Alright, this time to show off the new Gundam, we will not use Ellie's nuke, okay? We will not detonate them both, just one. We'll even have them charged. But I'm pretty sure it just looks the same, doesn't it? Like, this is just the regular thing where you call the Exodo to help out. He doesn't have a special move. It's just stronger now, right? God damn, that's a lot. Those guys, it seemed like they were waiting for us. I wonder if we'd come first if we hadn't... stepped on in. Regardless, we gotta go. We gotta go on. It's gonna be an eternal embarrassment if we let them get away. You know, that blinking thing still looks like a fucking mine. Yeah, just don't step on it. We'll be fine. This is the gate generator? Punk. Not only was he sitting on the Ave throne, he's also controlled this. Exactly. To think you knew about the existence of the gate. Very interesting. The gate which divided Solaris from the Earth was under the supervision of the Ethos. In the beginning, it was supervised without any true knowledge of what it did. However, over the years, the Ethos did their own experiments to reveal its true nature. They learned how to use it. For the sake of freeing ourselves from Solaris, we discovered a new way of using it. This is the original intention. He probably entered through this cavern. He just wanted the energy from the gate generator. He just wanted a Duracell battery, that's it. Something's not right. This can't be. This is ridiculous. This thing should be able to pull an adequate amount of energy from the gate. There shouldn't have been any problems in the design. Why? Why doesn't it move? Why did you mess up? My father knew I was set up by a jerk like this. He'd turn in his grave. I didn't need this anyway. I'll take you myself. you not desire the power? I was waiting for him to show up. What? Who? Him again. How'd he get in here? Was he just waiting at the top of the mountain from inside, just waiting for someone to come in? I am Gruff, the seeker of power. Dost thou desire the power? Power? What kind of power? I have the power of the gate, as long as I get this machine to move. Your powers are merely superficial, the tools in which you produced with your immature intellect. Now do you think you can win? What are you saying? Superficial power? The meager efforts of you land dwellers are insignificant next to the true and only power. I shall endow you with my true powers. My fist of the divine breath. Blossom, O fallen seed, and draw upon thy hidden powers. Grant unto thee the power of the glorious Mother of Destruction. And we're just letting this happen too. We're not stopping it at all. So how much power did he get? Is he now only two-shottable? I don't know. $12 damage. Oh boy. Can't reach to hit you. Oh, you poor soul. Yep, enough power to get two-shot. Gotcha. Oh, I'm always going to be safe about this. You healed 1,000 damage. Oh my god, that is precious. Two-shot? Alright, good boss fight. Way to push the narrative stakes right there. I like it. Oh, how can this be? Why didn't I get an extension cord? Shotgun! 12 years ago, if you weren't so hungry for power, Margie would still have a family. And wouldn't have had to live out in the desert. What would you know, you throne-born brat? Throne? You can have it. A king's got to carry the heaviest responsibilities of all. It's a tough racket. Something you never understand, punk. Ah! The gate's on fire. It's falling apart. We need to get out. For all we know, that was a reference as well. Let's probably run. Also hug the wall right here so that we don't step on the mine. I still think it's a mine, but I genuinely don't know. I'm not gonna find out. Sparkly. Hey, if anything, I'm your friend, right? Sig, you won't change no matter what I do, will you? So, okay, let's see. What you're supposed to do is wait until he finishes draining power. His defenses are extreme while charging. When he detaches, he drops his defenses, and you're supposed to pummel his ass to oblivion. He also does an AoE attack that can hit up to 3k damage, but Megiddo saves the day, apparently. Dude, with the damage that we were dealing with him, we were out DPSing his healing already to begin with. Megiddo would not have really pushed it much further. Yawning a bit, stretching, and what is the matter, young master? No, I guess I have to do what I was asked. My good people of Ave, this is Bartholomew Fatima, the 19th king of Ave, son of Edbar Fatima IV, the 18th king of Ave. First, one must apologize for the trouble caused by one's unavoidably lengthy absence from the palace. One essentially wants to give one's condolences to those who lost family in the war with Kislev. It said IV, Angelo. One will immediately call a truce with Kislev and begin reparations to victims of both countries. All citizens drafted as soldiers will also be allowed to return home. Let's work together towards rebuilding of Ave. One also has another final but important message. A declaration from the will of Edbar IV, who wished only for peace for his kingdom Ave. I, Bartholomew Fatima, the 19th king of Ave, do hereby declare, from this day forward, I shall abandon the monarchy and create a republic of Ave. You just don't want to be king. Young master, what in Ave are you doing? This is my father's wish. I am sorry you both have worked so hard for many long years to restore me to the throne. Now I'm no longer in line to be king, nor anything else for that matter. The two of you are free to go. What are you saying? Unbelievable. Master Sigurd? Can't you hear the crowd outside? They have chosen you as the king. You're going to be very busy. Sig, they're cheering because I just got rid of the crown, you dumb shit. As well as told all the soldiers they could come back and everyone's going to get paid, but still. Won't you need some capable assistance? Well, here goes nothing. Him walk out and just say, I take back everything I said. I am the king still. The plot centers around the legendary IV drip. I mean, that is correct. How would you read that? The fourth drip? No, it's the IV drip. Oh, young master, you still haven't rested yet? Old Mason, there is one thing I want to ask you. What is it? Where was Sigurd born? Young master? That... He has blue eyes. It's the Fatima Jasper. Well, it was long ago. When His Majesty and I were still young. Long before His Majesty knew my young master's mother. His Majesty was in love with a certain girl from a small religious sect east of Ave. This sect was quite different from Nissan and the ethos, but she was very beautiful. Then she just disappeared. Later there were rumors of her having a child. She disappeared? Did Father abandon her? As far as I know, it was the opposite. His Majesty was abandoned. Sig is from Ave's eastern deserts. Indeed. When he was 10, he was assigned to be His Majesty's King Edward as a squire. Young master? Yeah, I can't sleep. Yes, so much has happened at once. Hey, Sig. What was your mother like? She died when I was but a child. Why? Do you have any memories of her? What kind of person was she? Well, she was very kind, but when I was born it seemed the doctor told her she did not have long to live. She lived in constant fear of that. As a result, even if she met someone she liked, the fear of death was her drawback. She worried that she could not be with me to the very end. What about your father? He isn't supposed to know that I was born. However, even for not knowing, he still treated me like a son. Why didn't you tell him you were his son? If my mother hid that fact, then there had to be a good reason. There's more to my father's will than what I declared today. I must share my inheritance with my brother. He also said you must split you and your brother's share with the people. That had always bugged me up until now. I didn't know what he meant. That's all I wanted to say. Good night. Splitting the crown. Historically, that has never gone wrong. Thanks to you, Ave has been taken back from Shakan and Gebler. Thank you. Now, in order to free other Zuma lands from Gebler and Solaris, we must destroy the other two gates and bring down Solaris. We've learned from Shakan's notes that the gates form the points of a triangle. One point was the Great Mausoleum. Two others remain, but we only know where one is. Yes, under the ethos of my headquarters, however... Ah, fuck, what voice did I give him? Oh, well. It wasn't there when we followed Stone under the ethos headquarters. If it really is there, it must be buried deep beneath the earth. How are we gonna destroy it, then? By combining everyone's gear power. What are we gonna do with everyone's gear? Dig a giant hole in the ground? What's wrong with that? God damn it. It would take years. Didn't you give everyone Skeletor voice? No, you just want constant Skeletor voice. What if we use Shivat's cannon? If that worked, we would have tried it already. Oh. So it must be something more powerful than Shivat's cannon. And we don't have a Gebler battleship. Is there any weapon that powerful on Earth? Didn't everyone fucking forget what that space UFO looking thing shot out? Gebler battleships and Shivat's cannon are the most powerful weapons ever produced by man. But I seem to remember seeing something. What? A weapon with firing power like those two. Yeah, I got it. But Jasper, her gun can take out a mountain. What about that? Sidon. What? However powerful the Jasper may be, how are we going to aim it at the Ethos Head HQ? To damage something that deeply underground, we would have to attack from it directly above. But Jasper's gun is... Yes, of course. What are you saying? We should just move for Jasper to the top of Babel? Now that you mention it, Babel does overlook the headquarters. If we shoot it from there, it might just possibly be able to reach that far underground. Maybe we could shoot your father down there, he could do just as much damage. But how could we move for Jasper? It's impossible. Something that heavy. Didn't the control room in Babel control a cannon or something? They can move the giant mirror outside. Maria, do you know anything of that? Anything like that? I've never heard anything about it, but it might be there. Let's go check. All right. Wait a moment. A giant mirror and a giant cannon, both from the same ruins. There just might be something in this. Like what? I have solved the puzzle. Puzzle? What puzzle? The Babel and Jasper ruins are from the same civilization. One far more advanced than our own. Do not the two structures seem similar to you? I believe they were both built with the gears and powerful foe in mind. Yeah, I noticed that, but what's it all supposed to mean? It means the people who built the giant mirror at Babel Tower knew about the giant gun at Jasper. And? What do you get? Oh my god, do you not get this? We can probably assume the mirror was built to reflect something. That something being a beam shot from the Jasper gun. Reflect? You mean that mirror can reflect a beam attack? Yes. Long ago, Babel and Jasper must have been at war. Not exactly. The Babel mirror and Jasper gun were combined to make one weapon. What do you mean? But those things are so far apart. How could they be one weapon? Well, the gate may be far apart, but aren't they still one device? Yes, I see what you mean, but what did they use the weapon for? That I do not know. Whatever the point is, how do we use the two weapons as one? Point, aim. Aim the Jasper gun at the mirror and fire. The mirror will reflect the beam onto on the gate. Do you think it will work? Theoretically, it will require a few minor adjustments. Adjusting the mirrors is going to be difficult, rather difficult and tedious. If the two weapons are one, then it should not be too difficult. I hope. It sounds dangerous. I think it was meant to reflect shots back at the enemy. If you're wrong, it'll come back and hit you. Yes, that is why it's most difficult for the gun crew. They must be hit precisely. We will need to divide into two teams. One will fire the gun, while the other will adjust the angle of the mirror to ensure the beam hits Ethos headquarters. Since this was my idea, I will take the dangerous part of adjusting the mirror. Alright, here you go. Well, let's take care of that. Seems like your type of job. I'll go too. Doc might need help. I might be lonely with just sitting in face, so I'd better go too. Alright, you three take Babel. Now what about the gun? I'll do it. Looks like my kind of job. Don't worry, I won't miss. Oh, good, yeah. I haven't been using a gun for nothing. You can shoot my father at a test drive. Well, I probably better go with Jasper. Me chew you. Wants to go chew. Then it's settled. You go send and aim the mirror at the Ethos headquarters. We'll aim at the Jasper gun at the mirror. Let's get back to Yggdrasil and get going. Oh my god, I'm yawning and stretching so much! Floating face people! Allowing the contact with Shavat. Not only Shavat, the Ignis defeat, the Thames retreat, and yes, even nearly you. Useless as always. A failure to begin with. Trash. What did you just say? It's the truth. And just what is that attitude? You should show some loyalty. How dare you call me trash? Damn you. Calm down, Commander. It's not good for you. You still haven't recovered from the last battle. That was how many days ago? It doesn't matter. The lambs are probably on their way to destroying the gate, but not this time. I'd like to see you I'd like to see your intrinsic powers. If you aren't the trash we think you are. They just disappeared. Myung, launch the ship. Get to him. This time, I'll go myself and I'll bring him down. Commander, you can't go out there like that. Commander, request permission to handle the situation? I get to nuke all of them at once? You all? We'll do our best to meet your expectations. Commander, please, you must get medical attention. To make our deal a reality. Well then, we are off. Alright. So, we have to fight one more thing, but we know where it is, and we know how to do it. So, it's gonna suck when I say this, but I'm gonna have to end the stream here. Real life came calling, and I gotta sort of get started on this, alright? Sorry about that. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you had a great time. I'll see you guys tomorrow for SMT4 Apocalypse, and Wednesday, Friday next week for some more Back to This Game. Next stream, I want to be ambitious and say we probably will be able to beat the disc. I don't know how far along that is, but I want to say we probably are able to. Remember where to go? Not at all already, but hey, we'll figure it out, because you guys are here to help me out. So, alright. Stay awesome. Hey, oh god. Hopefully, let me continue one more time another time. Oh god. Demon Fusion. Demon Eradicate. You'll probably be getting some pictures of my units and what they have. So if you want to workshop something, you certainly can. But that's going to be later on tonight. Not for a while, alright? So, see you everyone.